Hello, once again we are here with a new video, class 12th, wave optics, and the topic is action of prism, lens and mirror on Huygens principle. As you are seeing in this figure, the prism is here and ABC is a prism and a plane wavefront PB is incident on the face AB of a prism ABC, and the secondary wavelet originating from the B, this B, traveling in glass and would take certain time to arrive at point C. सेकेंडरी वेवलेट पॉइंट बी से चलते हुए ग्लास से होते हुए पॉइंट सी तक पहुंचते हैं. इसी टाइम में सेकेंडरी वेवलेट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम पी एंड ट्रेवलिंग इन एयर एंड कवर्स लार्जर डिस्टेंस टू रीच क्यू. उसी टाइम में जिस टाइम में सेकेंडरी वेवलेट बी से सी तक आती हैं ग्लास में, उतने ही टाइम में पॉइंट पी से पॉइंट क्यू तक सेकेंडरी वेवलेट चलती हैं. एंड दिस इज द इमर्जेंट वेव फ्रंट एंड दिस इज द इंसिडेंट वेव फ्रंट. इफ यू सी हियर, this is the BC distance covered by the light, and this is velocity of light in glass, means distance upon velocity, time. And here PA plus AQ upon CA is velocity of light in air. Now we see from this equation that the times are equal when the wavelet reach from B to C. In the same time the wavelet reach from B to Q in air. So both the times are equal, and since CA is more than CG, velocity of light in air is more than in glass. That's why the length of BC is less than the length of this PA and AQ. So therefore emerging wave front inclined. इसलिए ये वाली जो wave front होती है वो inclined रहती है. This is very important question in the boards also. Next is behavior of convex lens. You see a wavefront A P1B, plane wavefront, or we say incident wavefront. When the light from P1 reaches to P2 in glass, when the light from P1 reaches to P2 through glass, in the same time the light from the wavelet from A to C and B to D reaches here, and if we draw a curve, if we draw a wavefront, this is a new wavefront that is called emergent wavefront, and this is a incident wavefront. If you see this wavefront, they are smaller in circle, and if we draw the ray, it is converging. So this is the behavior of convex lens in the case of according to Huygens principle. And if you see the timing again, P1 P2 upon CG is equal to AX plus XA dash upon CA. CA is the velocity of light in air and CG is the velocity of light in glass. Now CG is less than CA, means velocity of light is more in air than glass. That's why this length is smaller than this length. That is, a plane wavefront after refraction through a convex lens is rendered into a converging wavefront. This is the behavior of convex lens and prism by Huygens principle. Now if you see the behavior of concave mirror, this is a plane wavefront AB, and it is incident if the reflected wavefront is A dash, O dash and B. This is a reflected wavefront. Then the time taken along the two path AX plus XA dash is equal to OP plus PO dash, and since OP is more than AX, therefore distance PO dash must be less than XA dash or YB dash. Therefore the reflected wavefront A dash, O dash, B dash is converging wavefront. So here we seen that in the case of concave mirror, in the case of prism and in the case of convex lens, according to Huygens principle, what we had learned earlier, it is proved that the light converges in the case of concave mirror the light converges when it falls on a convex lens, and light bends when it passes from the prism. You can see this topic in your NCERT book, page number 358. Prism, convex lens, and this is concave mirror. The behavior of incident wavefront and the emergent wavefront is shown here, and I had explained in this video also. So you understand this, you learn from this NCERT, and it is very important question. Last year or before last year, it is of 2 marks question to complete the emergent ray in the case of prism and convex lens. Now there are some important points related to the Huygens principle. The Huygens principle is applicable for all kind of waves, whether they are longitudinal or transverse, mechanical or electromagnetic wave, and applicable for sound as well as light wave. This is very important line. Huygens प्रिंसिपल कहीं भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, किसी भी वेव के लिए अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, चाहे वो लॉन्गिट्यूडनल हो, चाहे वो ट्रांसवर्स हो, चाहे वो मैकेनिकल हो, चाहे वो इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव हो, इवन साउंड या लाइट, कोई भी तरीके की वेव हो वहाँ पर ये अप्लाई हो सकता है. नेक्स्ट इज एवरी पॉइंट ऑन अ गिवन वेव फ्रंट कैन बी रिगार्डेड एज अ सोर्स ऑफ सेकेंडरी वेव एंड दीज वेव आर कॉल्ड सेकेंडरी वेवलेट. किसी भी वेव फ्रंट पर पाया जाने वाला हर पॉइंट एक नए सेकेंडरी सोर्स की तरह बिहेव करता है और ये सेकेंडरी वेवलेट कहलाते हैं. नाउ द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ वेव फ्रंट. There are 4 properties: phase, separation, direction, and shape. Now, phase, all point on a given wavefront vibrate in the same phase. Separation, distance between the 2 wavefront may be lambda or lambda by 2 depending on the phase from where we are taking. The third is direction. Direction of propagation. Direction in which wave advances is known as a ray. As I told you earlier, if this is a wavefront, the perpendicular of this is a ray. This is ray, and in the direction of ray, the wavefront moves. Second is shape. Depending on the shape of the source of light, if it is point source, the wavefront are spherical. If the light source is linear, the wavefronts are cylindrical, and if the light rays are coming from very far or parallel beam, then the wavefront are plane. This is the shape of the wavefront. Now this is a Doppler effect. I am reading for you all on the page number 358 of NCERT. We should mention here that one should be careful in constructing the wavefront if the source or the observer is moving. अभी तक हम लोगों ने ये बात नहीं की थी कि कोई सोर्स मूव कर रहा है या ऑब्जर्वर मूव कर रहा है, बट इन द केस ऑफ मूविंग सोर्स और ऑब्जर्वर वी हैव टू टेक केयर अबाउट द ड्राइंग द वेव फ्रंट. फॉर एग्जांपल, if there is no medium and source moves away from the observer, then wavefront have to travel a greater distance to reach the observer, and hence time take a longer time. The time taken between the arrival of the 2 successive wavefront is longer at the observer than it is at the source. अभी क्या है, अब टाइम ज़्यादा लगेगा. And when the source moves away from the observer, the frequency measured by the source will be smaller, and this is known as Doppler effect. Now astronomers call the increase in wavelength due to Doppler effect as redshift. Redshift means the spectrum shift towards the red side, because wavelength in the middle of the visible region of the spectrum moves towards the red end of the spectrum, and when waves are received from the source moving towards the observer, there is an apparent decrease in wavelength. This is referred to blue shift. Means जब सोर्स ऑब्जर्वर से दूर जा रहा है तो उस केस में फ्रीक्वेंसी जो है वो सोर्स की फ्रीक्वेंसी से छोटी होगी, एंड द वेवलेंथ शिफ्ट टुवर्ड्स द रेड साइड, and that side is called red shift. And when the waves are received from the source moving towards the observer, जब सोर्स ऑब्जर्वर की तरफ मूव कर रहा होगा तो उस केस में वेवलेंथ डिक्रीज हो जाएगी, एंड इट इज़ शिफ्ट टुवर्ड्स द ब्लू और वॉलेट साइड, So it is also known as blue shift or wallet shift.